was raised where the rust runs deep, where fathers drank and mothers weep. Built from scars and borrowed time, no cross, no crown, no finish line. Call me thunder, call me flame, I don't play by no God's name. Try to break me, watch me rise, I'm the storm behind your lies. Nails in my boots, ash in my breath, every step's a dance with death. They drew lines, I burned the map, a rebel soul you can't unwrap. Call me thunder, call me flame, I don't break, I don't play tame. You can run, you can deny, but I'm the ghost you can't outride. I'm what you see when the dark sets in. No chains, no flag, no savior's hand, just boots and blood and burning land. Call me thunder, call me flame, it's my story in the rain. Raise your walls, I'll still get by, I'm the fire that won't comply. Call me thunder, just a name. On stone in a ghost town hush, moon bleeds silver through the sagebrush. Eyes behind me, breath like smoke. I make them choke. No mercy in the dust, no heaven left to trust. I ride with the weight of what I've done, still breathing, but I'm not the only one. So light that match, I'll never rust. There's no mercy in the dust. Carved from flame and shattered bone, I've bled for sins that weren't my own. Left behind in smoke and sand, still I rise, a cursed man. No mercy in the dust, no peace, no love, no just. They tried to chain my fate and name, but I walk on through fire and shame. Ash to ash and blade to trust. There's no mercy in the dust. You think I'm gone, I'm coming. I haunt the path you're walking in. Steel in my hand, ghosts at my side. I never live, but damn I ride. No mercy in the dust, I burn I break, I never bust. You fear the dark, but I call it mine. I ride alone through the blood and brine. Say my name if you must, but there's no mercy in the dust. Still burning from the path I took. Left hand shaking, never looked. Chains couldn't hold what the fire made. I was born from smoke and razor blades. Crown of cinders, ash for gold, marked by battle, stories told. I don't bend, I don't crawl, I stand tall when the angels fall. I brought the storm, in veins, lightning sworn. Truth ain't clean, and grace ain't free. So I carved my faith through the enemy. Crown of cinders, ash for gold, marked by battle, stories told. I don't bend, I don't crawl, I stand tall when the angels fall. Scars built from ruin, born for dust don't lie and blood don't fade. I burden my truth with a broken spade. Crosses burn, but once nailed. Now I wear the scars the angels felt. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. Thunder moans in the bones I drag, with a curse stitched deep into my flag. Crows keep watch from the gallows high. They see my soul and still won't fly. Sold my name to the howling wind, traded peace for the shape I'm in. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. Smoke don't clear and fire don't sleep. just me, my ghost, and gun in hand. I ain't begging, I ain't bound. I walk tall in a dead man's crown. If I fall, let the silence ring, 'cause I ain't owed a goddamn thing. Dead man's crown, buried deep, but never down. I don't crawl, I don't confess. Raised on fire and wilderness, marked by scars the saints won't name. I walk through hell and don't feel shame. I leave iron in my wake. Every lie, every vow I break. If you're hunting me, better bring the storm. I was born with the devil's form. My shadow rides with broken bone. No God left me a single home.
Welcome everybody to the Wild Horse broadcast, and as we get ready to crown a champion tonight, it is our final race of the season here in the Wild Horse broadcast and Super Speedway series. And it looks like Andrew Beach might go back-to-back seasons with a championship. He was last week's winner. He came through in clutch when it really mattered the most. He went from having a 35 points lead to a 102. All he asked to do was keep the car clean tonight, and he should come home your champion. As he really expanded that lead over Quinn Newton. Lucas Hoytsma right there, ready to strike, trying to get the runner-up spot in the points tonight. Trenton Snead has a slight chance to leapfrog those two and go 1-2 with his friend Andrew. Sitting in 5th, you have Casey Graves, Daniel Llewellyn 6th, Hayden Law 7th, Dakota Lee and Dave Hoytsma 9th, and Cody McGork round out your top 10 for the points for the season. It's been a hell of a fun season. So tonight we ended here with the Arca cars at Talladega. There's a look at fan favorite Trenton Snead in that number 81 machine. As he said before, he was, I believe, 3rd last week, so he did lose some ground there in the points fight, but he's looking to make a good rebound here tonight. Andrew Beach not running his usual 71 machine. Tonight he's running the 43 Richard Petty tribute, I guess. Why? I have no fucking clue. Yeah. But apparently he is. Right now, Beach is 5th on the speed chart. So far, 11 cars have made a lap. Looks like we got about a total of 15 drivers in here tonight. There's a look at Lucas working on his pit entry. I think he might have it backwards, but hey, gotta try anything. It's the final race of the season. See these draft here. You got Hayden Law in the 56, Lucas Hoytsma, or Andrew Beach in the 43. Dan Atkins taking a wild ride there into the inside wall. The 3rd car in that draft would be the 87 machine of Lucas Edwards. Hayden Law gets a little bit loose there. Maybe a bad bump there by Andrew. We'll probably see that a good bit here tonight. Can't believe sporting a new paint job tonight. A Biffle inspired. Be like the Biff. Post it. Trenton as he catches the draft here of those 3 cars. And you saw Dakota get a little bit loose there under braking. So he's trying to push for everything he's got there. Your points leader just did some shady shit there and just right hooked poor Dakota Lee. All right, let's get ready for some qualifying air for the final time of the season. Take a look at your points later, see where he qualifies here. As you see, Andrew's keeping it right there on that double yellow line. The real big baubles of the wheel here. Doesn't let it float up, taking the shortest way around the track right now. Hayden just beating out Beach with a 54.78 to a 54.84. Casey Graves tying the time of Andrew Beach. TJ Floyd not that far off with a 91. Matthew Stern with a 94. And Will Sparks with a 55.21. Lucas Hoytsman drops in with a 90. And Llewellyn with another 91. What does Blake Giglio have in store for us tonight here? Is he just starting his qualifying lap here? As Blake's taking the cheater way around, keeping it below the double yellow line. And he drops a 54.88. Quinn Newton, you're second in points right now. The number 5 car coming out to take his qualifying lap. He's on his out lap right now. Apparently he wasn't in love with it. So he just bent it right into the wall. All right, that's going to wrap it up for qualifying as we get ready to the grid. Starting on pole, Hayden Lowell in the 56 machine. Outside of him, Lucas Edwards in the number 87. Andrew Beach, your points leader, starting third. Casey Graves outside of him in the 01. Jeffrey Engel in the 89. Blake Giglio starting sixth. Lucas Hoytsma 7th. TJ Floyd 8th. Daniel Llewellyn in the 23 machines rolling off 9th. Outside him, Dakota Lee in the number 3. Dan Atkins in the 91 starting 11th. And outside of him, starting 12th, the 4 car of Matthew Stern. Starting 13th, Will Spark. Quinn Newton in the 5 car, starting 14th. Fan favorite, Trenton Snead rolling off 15th. And rolling off 16th in the 15 car, Jeremy Scherer. Get a good look at the field rolling off. And I see Will Spark has the Subaru car back out tonight. Just like always, it's going to be 60 laps of fun. Here we go, folks. Yes, Dalton, it's time to go racing. Where the hell are you, buddy? There's a look at the number 56 of Hayden Law, that Napa Auto Parts car. If there's one thing I love, it's the old Napa commercials, especially when Truex jumped over there. And him and Michael were doing the Napa know-how jingles. All I can think is just Michael just going, just do what you do. Sorry to hear that, Dalton. Hopefully you feel better, and hopefully this race doesn't make you any more sick. All right, pace car is pulling off. Here we go, kicking off the season finale, race number 8. Arca cars at Talladega. Hayden Lowell has control of the field. As we go through this long tryover. The green flag is out. Here we go. Hayden with a good start there. It's the 43, Andrew Beach. Has Dakota Lee right behind him. That inside line so far. On the outside, you have Lucas Edwards followed by Casey Graves. And Blake Gigala. Sorry, Blake, I have a trouble with your name, bud. Right there on the outside, that 16 car. As we're 2 by 2, we go 3 wide here in the back. Doesn't really have any drafting help there with him. That's Jeff Engel with a very patriotic scheme there. That number 89 machine out. Got confused with Dakota Lee there for a second. So on the inside lane you have Hayden Lowell, Andrew Beach. You see Trenton Snead get out of control by himself, spinning out. That's going to be trouble. There ain't going to be no caution for him. Trenton's already facing some rough times here at his home track. As Casey Graves is able to get out front here. He's going to lead the first lap. You have him, Blake, and TJ Floyd in that 49 machine. 3-car breakaway so far. He's going to lead the lead car on the outside lane there. Lucas Edwards and Hayden Lowell make out the top 5 there. TJ Floyd goes to the high side. He has Lucas pushing him. With a strong move to get the lead there from him. Here comes Dakota Lee and Quinn there on the high outside. Hayden goes all the way up there and blocks it. As we're 3 wide, coming to the line here on lap number 3. We'll see how long this goes before somebody crash and burn. Lucas moves up there, catches Hayden. Hayden has some drafting help. TJ Floyd out front, being pushed there by the 87, Lucas Edwards. On the inside. Drop down there. Here comes Matthew Stern in that 4 in the middle lane. TJ Floyd's trying to make a run there on the inside. Matthews right on the back bumper of Lucas as they go down to 1. Got Lucas in the 87, Lucas in the 9. Lucas Hoytsma rolls up on the top lane, jumps in the middle in that red number 9. As TJ Floyd's hugging that yellow line, just being pushed there by Dakota Lee. Dakota Lee's there on the outside in that Biffle car. Next by the Subaru car, Will Sparks. Right behind them, they got the 712 brakes, 23 machine of Daniel Llewellyn. Out front, you have the Toyota Camry, Lucas Hoytsma leading the pack, being pushed by the other Toyota, the 87, Lucas Howard, or Edwards. Right now, you got everybody in this single pack besides the mini work machine of Trenton Snead. Got Dakota Lee challenging on the outside. Dakota Lee is now just taking the lead. So we got a big spread here. Must have been a checkup going into one. Giglio to the front of the field. Being pushed there by the 5-car Quinn Newton. As you see Blake trying to side draft the 9 there on the bottom. Andrew Beach jumps up the 3rd lane with the 15, the Mountain Dew car, Jeremy Scherer there on the outside. Just Hayden Wall fills the gap in between them, gets right behind Andrew, starts pushing. See if we can get Andrew up to the front here. As Blake leads that lap, goes down the low line. No, that was Quinn Newton that jumped down the low line after getting out from behind Blake and from the 5 car. Little Spark gets a little bit out of shape, a little bit of contact by Blake and Quinn there at the front. Andrew Beach to the point. And he's got Hayden pushing him. You see there on the tracker on the side, Trenton's about 3 seconds off the pace of the field just due to the draft alone. All by myself. Back up here the action. Got Blake leading Lucas Hoytsma. They're going 4 wide for the lead. You got Hayden Wall and Casey Graves there battling out on the top side. Let's see Andrew straddling that yellow line there. Could have easily upset that car going through the turn. It's Lucas just way out in front there. Pack's going to chase him down. He's got to pick which lane he wants to try to control. He takes the low lane. Here comes Casey Graves. Give him credit for leading that lap. Now Hayden Lowell pulls out. Casey goes down low. Lucas Edwards, or Matthew Stern. It's going to be that 2nd car there in the middle lane, followed by Lucas Edwards. They're going to pick up Hayden. Hoytsma gets out of shape. He has to pull down low. Ooh, you see Hayden get a little bit sideways. The thing about these Arca cars, they're stable till they're not. And once they're not, boy, it's a handful. Battling for the lead. TJ Floyd on the outside. Hayden Law in the middle. And Lucas Edwards there on the bottom. The 15 car to the point now. Mountain Dew car, Jeremy Scherer. Got pushed by Dakota Lee. Goes down to the bottom. Parks it right in front of TJ. Has TJ over his back bumper. You see him get a little bit out of shape as they go down the backstretch here. That's their 2x2 as they go through 3 and 4. Blake and Quinn pull up. I don't know if that Quinn hitting the wall. If that was the effect of Blake pulling up, taking a little bit of air off his nose, and just help that car push to the wall. You see, we're about 4 wide right there in the middle of the pack. Get back down to 3. But Dakota Lee and TJ Floyd right there, you're 1-2 on the bottom. As you have Jeremy Sherrod there on the outside being pushed by Blake. Blake goes down low now. Hayden Wall making a move there through the middle. He has Will Sparks pushing him. Dakota tries to go to the block. Dakota goes a little bit too high. Now he gets stuck to the bottom. Followed by Will Sparks trying to get down there. Gets a little bit of a piece of TJ. TJ lets him in. No harm, no foul. Here we keep going. These cars are coming through the tri-oval. Trenton's coming off of turn number 4. Back up front, got Hayden Law leading. Behind him, Daniel Wall in 3rd. Andrew Beach, your points leader, sitting 4th right now. And there's the crash. Will Sparks gets turned. Lucas Hoitzman gets a piece of it. Dakota Lee. Looks like the push from Lucas gets Will a little bit out of shape. He goes up, catches the 87, goes up into the wall. The 4 comes down, catches Lucas. Dakota Lee cleans up Will there to finish that one off. Well, good news. Trenton Snead's going to be able to catch a field, and he didn't go a lap down. all come back as we get ready for a restart here. TJ Floyd, Hayden Law, Blake Giglio, Andrew Peach, Lucas Edwards, your top 5. So we're going to get a restart. 33 laps to go. Make that 43 laps, sorry, it's been a long day. The math wasn't mathing for me. Ugh. Let's look at Dan. He's rocking a new paint job here tonight. That number 91 machine. Green flag is out. TJ takes off. Hayden Law on the outside. Hayden has Andrew pushing him. TJ is waiting for Blake to get up there, get to his back bumper. Quinn jumps to the outside. Andrew. Hayden pulls up. Catches that ride. They split Andrew. Andrew starts dropping back. Out front you have Hayden Law, Quinn Newton, Jeremy Scher, followed by Matthew Stern in the 4 cars. You see him drop down there, get behind the 5 car. Matthews looking there on the outside of Quinn. He's got Lucas Edwards right there pushing. TJ Floyd's looking for help. Got Andrew Beach way there on the outside, but Andrew's got help. In the form of Trenton Snead in that number 81 machine. These two work very well together. Behind them, Matthew Stern, Jeremy Scher, and Dan Atkins in 91. That'll be your top 5. They come into the trial. Matthew Stern looking to take the lead here. He's got Andrew behind there in that middle lane. As Matt and Hayden are battling neck and neck as they go down the backstretch here. You see the cars moving back and forth. As Blake's trying to make a third lane here. You see him side draft off of Trenton a little bit. Andrew's shading a little bit to the right side. So he's right there on the back bumper of the 4-car, pushing Matt through the tri-oval here. Giglio led that lap. Just got it right there. Final few feet. So we got 3 abreast here. A third of the race down. 2/3 to go. As Blake takes the lead from the top lane, dives down the bottom lane. Let's see how he controls the field here. All the way to the bottom, up to the top, creates a check up there. It's going to hurt that top lane a good bit. Now we're 4 or 5 wide as they come through the tri-oval there. Matthew Stern leads the lap. Battling there on the inside of him. Being pushed by Quinn Newton on the outside. You got your points leader pushing that. Little Spark gets into the wall a little bit, scuffing up that Subaru. Lucas Hoitzma looks like his car is crab walking down the track almost. I haven't seen a car look like that like since Twisted Sister era. Single file for the most part till you get to the back, then it looks like a hornet's nest back there, and right in the middle of the hornet's nest, find yourself number 81, Trenton Snead. So the field was single file. Here comes Will Sparks, Dakota Lee, and Lucas Edward. Jeremy pulls up. Oh shit, Will gets turned. Hard into the wall, same with Dan Atkins. Caution flag is out. Looks like that checkup when Jeremy pulled up there. Just somebody got in the back of Will, and once again, Will gets turned on the backstretch. Yeah, Jeremy came up. Take control of that outside lane. Will go out of line and try to get back in the line. Wasn't sure that Dakota was there. He goes out and collects Dan Atkins. right, we're going to get ready for a restart here. Matthew Cern, Lucas Edwards, Jeffrey Engel, your points leader, Andrew Beach. Hayden Lowell, your top 5. Taking a look here at the points. As you see, Andrew has extended his points lead. Came in tonight 102. Last week it was only 35 points. Quinn had some bad luck there towards the end of that race last week. Cost him a good finish. Really hurt his chances here tonight to win the championship. Got Lucas Hoytsma there in 3rd, Trenton Snead 4th, Casey Graves 5th, Daniel Llewellyn 6th. Hayden Law's running 7th. Dakota Lee 8th in points, 9th, Daddy Dave. I don't see him here tonight. And 10th place, I don't see Cody McGork either. Green flag is out. Matthew Cern takes off. Stern, Edwards, Beach, your top 3 right now. He's seeing they're doing the top side. He's going to get some help from Lucas. And Quinn goes 3 wide. Looks he goes out there with Quinn. Looks like Trenton Snead's going to go to the high side. Lucas gets bumped. He goes in, collects it. Yellow flag is out. Lucas just sitting there on the track now. As you can already see, Lucas is sideways. Jeff Engel in the 89 machine just gets shot down there. Guys just jostling for position. Hayden make a little bit of contact, gets Lucas all out of control. And Lucas goes in, collects the 89. Back on the caution we go. So Lucas is going to have to go around another time and try to get that damage fixed there. I'm no certified mechanic, but I know your left front ain't supposed to look like that. Welcome back. So get ready for another restart here. Out front, you have Lucas Edwards, followed by Matthew Stern, Lucas Hoitzma, Jeremy Scherer there on the outside, and Blake Giglio, 5th, Danger Beach, 6th, Newton 7th, Dakota Lee, 8th, TJ Floyd, 9th, Trenton Snead, round out your top 10. As we're officially halfway with 30 laps remaining for this season. Green flag's back out, field takes off. On the outside during this restart. But Lucas has the 9 all over his back bumper. Lucas goes up the high lane, just gives the inside lane to Lucas and Blake. As you see the field come through 3 and 4, Hayden on the outside all by himself. Trenton pulls up. He said, you know what, I'll try to get this third lane working as well. It's Matthew Stern and Lucas Edwards just take off and charge out front there. Here comes Trenton Snead on the outside. He's up the 4th. Challenge for 3rd. He's got 3 cars with him. Lucas Hoitzma pulls up there, tries to catch the momentum of him, then he goes back to the middle. Him and Blake hook up. You got Andrew there on the bottom lane, right behind Matthew Stern. Lucas Edwards tried to pull down there, but really wasn't much room, so it checks up that bottom lane. 9 to the point. He's got the 81 all over the back bumper. Now Trenton doesn't have any help. Dan Atkins goes up there in the 91, picks up Trenton. As Hayden goes from the top to the bottom, sweeps out and gets in front of Lucas. As it's Hayden Lowell versus Trenton for the lead. Trenton leads that lap. He is a defending race winner here at Talladega this season. This is his own track. He takes pride in racing here, and he loves to win here. On the outside, you have Dan Atkins being pushed by the 89 machine and Jeffrey Engel. As TJ Floyd's pushing Hayden Lowell out in front. And Hayden's just disappeared. I don't know what happened there. Looks like Hayden was going to get turned. No caution. Out front, we got Lucas Hoitzma versus Trenton Snead right now. As Trenton's there on the bottom, being pushed by TJ Floyd. Actually, correct that. TJ Floyd's there on the outside lane, pushing. He's got Blake pushing there on the inside. As Trenton gets behind the 9, Lucas Hoitzma out. On the high side here, we got Dan Atkins, Jeffrey Engel, Matthew Stern, Lucas Edwards. In that middle lane, you have Lucas Hoitzma, TJ Floyd, and Andrew Beach. Everybody seems to be getting the high side. He's down there by all himself. Jeff's making a move for the lead. Drops down the low lane. He's looking to pick up Lucas Hoitzma, but Hoitzma goes to the middle. That 9 car wants to lead all by himself. pushing Atkins there on the outside. On the inside, you got Hoytsman, Giglio, and Andrew Beach gets turned. Your points later. Trenton Snead gets, or Daniel LeWan gets a piece of that. Then Andrew gets ran in once more by Will. Looks like we got Lucas Edwards, Engel, Llewellyn, Spark, Beach. The 87 just gets in the right rear of the 43 and just turns him right into the wall, right behind Will Spark. Then he comes down and catches Llewellyn, Trenton. And Engel. Trenton doesn't have a front bumper now. He's going to have to go get that one fixed. Imagine you're Will and you're just trying to stay up out of the way as you're getting lapped. Then next thing you know, the points leader gets turned right into your left rear. That's gotta suck. As you see Andrew's crab walking all the way back around. All right, field's getting lined up here for another restart. Matthew Stern out front, followed by Lucas Hoitzma on there on the outside. Blake Giglio third, Quinn Newton fourth. TJ Floyd, your top five. Nikita Lee's just right there on the outside of it. Trenton's trying to hustle around, catch back up to the field. Looks like Will Spark parked it for the night. And now Jeffrey Ingles, you're only one lap down. Dan Atkins got a penalty, too fast on pit road. All right, that should do it for fuel. So let's see how this race plays out here. Pit stops are no longer a necessity. Matthew Stern has control of the field as they come into the trioval here. He hits the restart zone. Blake gives him a good shot, get him propelled out front there. As here comes Hoitzma and Newton on the outside. Blake pulls up right behind him. On the inside you have Stern and TJ Floyd. The 16 of Blake Giglio out front, followed by Dakota Lee in that 3 machine. On the middle lane there you have the 56, your pole sitter Hayden Long, followed by Casey Graves in that 01. As your points leader making a move to the inside, Blake with a block, Andrew back to the middle. Boy, Andrew could have right hooked him. He kept off of him. Now let's see who goes with Andrew here. Lucas Hoitzma to take control of the race again, so we're 4 wide here for about third. Llewellyn gets spun around. Car accident won't bring out a yellow. You hate to see that one happen to Danny. Andrew Beach to the lead right now as he has Lucas Hoitzma there on the back bumper. On the middle lane, you have Blake pushing Casey Graves. Beach goes up, tries to block it, runs Casey all the way up. Hayden Law gets turned. That's it. He turns Lucas right into the wall there. Yellow flag out once more. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to the wall while we got time. Just thought he was clear. That was there. Aiden Lucas just made contact. Matthew Stern gets a little bit of piece of that. Aiden Lucas gets put into the wall just a bit. Hard race, and I guess these boys don't want the season to end, so we're just going to run a lap and get a caution. Run another lap and get a caution. All right, welcome back. So we're getting ready to restart. 18 to go, be 17 to go when they come back around. Andrew Beach, Casey Graves, your front row. Blake Giglio running third, Quinn Newton fourth, Trenton Snead fifth, TJ Floyd sixth, Lucas Edwards running seventh outside him. You got the 3-car Dakota Lee. Behind them, you have Matthew Stern in the 4-car and Lucas Hoitzman in the 9. Running 11th, you got Danny Llewellyn. Side end, Jeremy Scherer, Hayden Law, and Dan Atkins round out your field right now. As Andrew has control of the field, pace car is off. Right aboard Blake. He starts right down your points leader, Andrew Beach. As Blake goes to the outside, picks up Casey Graves and Quinn Newton. Casey Graves having a hard time keeping that thing right on the back bumper. As you see, Quinn goes down in front of Andrew. And Andrew's got that 81 right behind him. Quinn and Casey make a little bit of contact, 3 and 4. Quinn says, "Excuse me, I'm down here." And on the outside, you got Dakota Lee being pushed by Lucas Hoitzman, Hayden Law. Dakota Lee makes a move to the inside there. Blake went to go block, and oh shit, here we go again. Hoitzman to the wall once more. Yellow flag out once again. Another exciting 2 laps of racing. Back to the yellow. Four wide there. Lucas Edwards gets into the Quinn, brings Quinn up into Casey. I don't know. Or Blake and Lucas Hoitzman getting a little bit of a piece of that. That was probably one of Lucas's lightest hits tonight. Just a little bit of contact from the 87. Brings up Quinn. You see Andrew get scared and go down low and get out of the way. Then Blake and Lucas go into the outside. TJ Floyd get a little bit of piece of it on the back end along with Dan Atkins. Dakota Lee, Hayden Law, Lucas Edwards, your top 3. So we go back to another commercial break. See you on the other end after a word from our sponsor. field's getting lined up here. Lucas Edwards, Matthew Stern out there on the front row. Dakota Lee, Hayden Law, second row. Then behind them, you got Trenton and Andrew, row number 3. So we're getting ready for a 12-lap shootout, if all possible. The Ford Mustang pace car pulls off. Lucas Edwards has control of the field here. The green is waving. 12 laps to go to close out the season here at Talladega. As you see Andrew drop down, get behind Trenton. Is he going to try to push Trenton here to another Talladega victory? Lucas Edwards goes up, gets Matthew Stern. They're in the middle. Hayden Law and Casey Graves making a run there on the outside. And on the inside lane, you got Dakota Lee, Trenton Snead, and Andrew Beach all lined up. The C2X train about ready to start rolling. As Hayden Law comes down, blocks it. Says you're not leaving the station. Dakota Lee looks on the outside. He's got Trenton going with him. So is Andrew. That's going to leave Hayden all by himself there on the bottom. Llewellyn goes down, picks up Hayden. As the C2X Express starts to roll out now. Dakota Lee out front, followed by Trenton Snead and Andrew Beach. 11 laps to go as you see the field back there, 3 wide right now. These 3 are trying to stay in line as best as possible, try to create a little bit of distance between them. As you have Edwards, Stern, Giglio right there in the middle lane. Starting to catch him, starting to creep up there on the outside. Here comes the outside lane. And you see Lucas Hoytsma pull up the outside. There goes Blake with him. That outside lane's going to lose a little bit of momentum here as it gets all discombobulated. '87 does a little bit of side drafting off the 43 there, Andrew Beach. Blake get that 3rd lane rolling. You see he has Quinn right there on the back side of his bumper, pushing. So they come out of 4 here. We're 3 wide for the lead. Blake Edwards, Lee on the bottom. Nine laps to go. Dakota's trying to work around Blake there. Makes a little bit of contact with Quinn. Quinn comes back up, gives him a little bit of shot. You got Trenton there on the outside. He gets down in front of Dakota Lee. Hayden Law's pushing Andrew. Trenton cuts underneath Blake, takes the lead. So we're coming down to 8 to go here. Blake goes up, tries to get a little bit of draft off the high lane there. So he gets in front of Andrew. Down low, you got Trenton being pushed by the 5 of Quinn Newton. Middle lane, yeah, I have Blake Giglio being pushed by Dakota Lee. And on the outside, Andrew Beach with no help. And just going to start dropping back now. Trent went to having his 2 teammates with him to having none. Dakota Lee Hayden's off back there, picked up Andrews. See if they can make a charge back up here to the front. As Hayden's looking on the outside of Blake. He's on next with Lucas Edwards right there. Trenton catches the draft off Blake as he dives down low. That's going to give him a chance for a run here. Blake goes back up high, try to control the middle lane, try to bring them up to him. Casey Graves right there in the middle. Spin gives a good shot to Trenton. Pushes him out front a little bit. Dakota Lee, Hayden Law, Jeremy Sherrill all came together, but didn't bring out a caution. They all kept it straight and going. Blake Giglio, Casey Graves, Lucas Edwards, your top three right now. Matthew Stern looking there on the inside. Lucas shades down with him to the bottom lane. They're going to leave TJ Floyd in that 49, Daniel Llewellyn to catch up to the backside of TJ or Casey Graves in the 01. So we're coming 5 to go. Blake Giglio out front, followed by Casey Graves, Daniel Llewellyn. As they're coming down the backstretch, Andrew gets into the wall. He loses his front bumper. Now Trenton has no help. It'll be coming to 4 to go here. As your top 4, you have Blake Giglio, Casey Graves, Daniel Llewellyn, Quinn Newton, and Trenton Snead. That red number 9's a lap down. As Trenton's looking to try to work that low lane. But right now, Blake's keeping the momentum way up high. Not going to allow that. There's Trenton and Quinn. Start working there on the inside. Coming to 3 laps to go. 3 laps left in this season. As Trenton's trying to push that 5 car all the way to the front right now. Blake, Casey, and Llewellyn just holding that high lane. Not really making any wild or crazy moves. Two laps to go for Blake and Casey Graves as they cross the line. Matthew Stone working on the inside of Trenton, but he doesn't have any drafting help. flying. Here we go, final lap of the season. Who can actually make a run here and challenge Blake for the win? Brian Vickers action. Trenton gets taken out there, along with Llewellyn and Quinn. That's going to leave Blake and Casey just to roll here at the finish. I don't know if TJ has anything for him. Casey Graves going the outside. He has TJ. Lucas gives a little bit of a shot to Blake there. Casey Graves going to bring it home here. TJ dives down low. Graves just gets it over TJ Floyd. Blake Giglio was leading it all the way to the very end there. So Casey pulled out on him. What an exciting finish to the season here. Great win for Casey Graves. Hey, Casey, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Congratulations on your win tonight. You made a hell of a move right there at the end to get around Blake.
Yeah, I saw TJ coming. I wasn't sure what kind of run he was going to have, and I figured now was the time to make the move, and luckily it worked out. TJ had a pretty good run there coming the line. Just pulled out a little bit too late.
Yeah, you guys made it exciting there to the finish. I was happy to see a exciting finish, I should say.
Yeah, that race, it was something else. I think everybody was just out there having fun. A lot of 3, 4 wide. I think we went 5 wide once. Yeah, you couldn't ask for much more for a race.
Well, congratulations on your win. Give a shout out to all your people.
First off, you and for broadcasting this thing all season. Finally got to talk to you after the whole season of racing, and Trenton and Andrew for putting it on, and just all the guys that were low drag racing with me every weekend here, and yeah, see when we could get this thing back going again over here.
Is this the first time you've actually gotten interviewed?
Yeah, this is the first time I won over here.
Well, damn, I thought...
Actually, I don't think I've even finished in the top 5 all season.
Well, hey, no better time to do it than season finale.
Oh, yeah.
Well, once again, congratulations on your victory, Casey, and hopefully that'll get the monkey off your back, and we'll be interviewing you a lot more.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good one. That was tonight's winner, Casey Graves. Let me see if I can find... Yep, there he is. Let me go ahead and get the points leader. Hey, dickhead, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
First off, explain the paint job.
The stuff that we've been doing, my grandma was just recently diagnosed with colon cancer, and she is a massive Richard Petty fan, and so I said, if we're in a position where we can go for the championship on that final race, we're going to do a Richard Petty scheme. So I got with Hayden a couple weeks ago because I found out on Christmas Day. And so that's what this paint scheme has been. That's why I switched to the 43. So this is the paint scheme, the championship, all of it, whole season for my grandma. So that's the paint scheme.
Well, prayers and well wishes to your grandma. Hopefully she gets through this. And I'm happy I didn't talk so much shit on that Richard Petty paint job.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
I'm glad you didn't too.
Yeah, I'm happy I waited until I ask you as to why you switched numbers the final night. Next time, why don't you give me a heads up?
Yeah, I thought about messaging you and then I just forgot. So
Well,
you'll have that on those big jobs.
you will have that on those big jobs. That's correct. Well, congratulations on your championship once again. And
Yep,
way to actually win a race this season to earn this.
2 of them. Not just one, but
I
2.
didn't want to brag too much about you.
I mean, listen, we got last year's win in and this year's, so I mean, this championship battle was a lot closer. Was a lot more fun here with Quinn, Trenton, and Lucas. Everybody kind of kept it close there until the last couple. It was really me and Quinn there the last 3 weeks, but just one thing or another happened, and Quinn got taken out of contention for the championship, and I hate that for him, but love that for me. Hate that for my friend. I love that for my competitor.
I feel like that's very well understood by everybody.
Hopefully it was fun to broadcast. Hopefully it was fun for everybody to watch that tuned in this season. Definitely going to try and get with you for season 3 and move forward on that.
For season 3, I have an idea.
All right.
Half of you idiots go one way and the other idiots go the other way.
You know, honestly, if by the time we get to lap 60, we've not wrecked at least 50% of the field, honestly, the Wild Horse team just needs to throw a caution, extend the race, you know, at least until we wreck 50% of the cars. You know, if I don't come out here and spend, you know, $300,000-$400,000 in wrecked race cars, I mean, it's just not what the fans wanted.
What if we don't throw a white flag until a car goes over the catch fence?
You know, honestly, I think everybody should strive to be Austin Dillon, but this time clear the fence.
I mean, the only people that are at risk are the virtual fans, and, well, nobody really cares about them, so we're all right.
Oh, man. Yep. This is fun. It's not necessarily the funnest reason why I'm running this, but it's nice to get another championship. I now joined Trenton, tied for the most championships in Wild Horse with 2. So we've got to go find another one somewhere. See if I can take that crown from Trenton, but one of the original guys that stayed here for the whole thing.
Well, give a shout out to all your people, Andrew, and congratulations on your championship once again.
Thank you, buddy. First of all, I just want to go ahead and again shout out my grandma. Paint schemes for her tonight. Side pipes on the hood. My uncle's local automotive shop. If you're in the Catawba County area, check them out for any and all automotive repair needs. Race to Stop Suicide. Stay Another Day. It's another suicide prevention company that we've had on the car all season. Hopeway, again, Charlotte area. If you're needing any kind of mental health or anything like that, that's a great tool. Great group of people out there. So thank you for broadcasting. Thanks to all my teammates, Trenton, Cliff, Dakota, Lucas at times. I mean, there's about 1 million different people that have jumped in our chat and hung out and raced with us. So everybody that's done something to help me out this season, just hats off to you guys. Couldn't have done it without y'all. So let's go party. But I got to wait until Saturday night because I have to go work 2 full shifts the next 2 days. So
Yep,
yeehaw.
Welcome to adulthood, buddy.
Hey, no, I agree. But like, I've been working 4 10s. So generally, I don't go to work tomorrow. And then a snowstorm hits. And now we're working 6 10s.
I mean, is that overtime?
No, because I couldn't get out,
then
out
fuck
of my
that.
We were closed Monday. Yeah. So we were closed on Monday, and then I couldn't get out of my development because of the ice and snow. So I missed Tuesday. So I don't start overtime until what would be Sunday morning if we worked. So just it is what it is. We're gonna go in with the best attitude, and we won a damn championship. So it's not all doom and gloom. So we're gonna party when I'm done working this weekend.
That sounds like a great time then, Andrew.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious.
Let's blow this sucker up.
Go ahead and burn it down, buddy.
Laid over.
And boom goes the dynamite. And that's going to end our season here tonight. All right, let's go over the final results for the final race of tonight. Casey Graves bringing it home by .004 over TJ Floyd. Blake Giglio brings it home third. Matthew Stern fourth. Lucas Edwards fifth. Andrew Beach sixth. Trenton Snead seventh. Hayden Law eighth. Dakota Lee ninth. Quinn Newton 10th. Daniel Llewellyn 11th. Jeremy Scherer 12th. Lucas Hoitzma, rough night for him, finished the lap down. 13th. Dan Atkins also a lap down as well. 14th. Jeff Engel, 25 laps down. Will Spark rounds out your field with 27 laps down. All right, folks. We will see you Sunday night. We'll be back on YouTube and Facebook. I'll be off my little 2-day ban. Apparently some comments are okay for comedians to say, but not regular people such as myself. So that's the reason why we're not on Facebook here tonight. You can catch us live Sunday night as we bring the Full Throttle Street Stock Series to your living room. And we'll see you here in a few weeks possibly for the Season 3 of Wild Horse Broadcasting Super Speedway Series. If you want to get in on it, the league ID to apply for. $3492. So go to your iRacing, go to your leagues and search for league ID 3492. Go ahead and apply. Let's see how many drivers we can get out here for next season. Y'all have a good one. I'll